someone got amnesticized. Yeah, it looks like it. That was such a big moment for us, and you forgot about it? Oh, man. Got my gamer subs right here. We're all good. I am pumped up for this. Henry is here. And also, guys. My Dr. AfroFluff channel officially today, not today, this week, has reached 10,000 views. No, I remember that. I just got a notification for it like a couple minutes ago for some reason. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't do anything like that. It's still on my side. It still shows that you should be subscribed from the time I gave it to you 20 days ago, which means in 10 days, your sub will run out. So unless you want to keep it up, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. I just wanted to, like, give you guys a chance to play with the emotes. Because at the end, as I explained before, gifting sub myself defeats the purpose, because, like, I'm paying money to get half the money back from you guys' subscription. So it's up to you guys if you want to keep it after in the next 10 days after it runs out. Congratulations, thank you so much. Like, I'm very excited. 10,000 views. We almost got 100 subscribers on the Dr. AfroFluff channel. It's like 95 right now. I'm pretty sure people who will watch this on YouTube, for you guys, it's like this is old news, because by the time this comes out, I hopefully have a lot more subscribers and a lot more views. But yes, we got everybody here. Let's get this party started, shall we? They're very good emoticons. My problem is that I just don't use emoticons that much in general. Hey, that's perfectly fine. That's fair. That's fair. The emotes are just a benefit, right? They're just a benefit. I need to start adding also, like, subscription length goals. For example, as in, like, the longer you subscribe, the more, like, you get like a little symbol to show you how long you've been subscribed. A really cool idea is, for example, like Cinder or Silverveil. Like, Cinder has like a flame that changes colors and size the longer you subscribe to them. It starts off as a small little orange fire, and then grows into a big blue fire. Also, that SCP 8000 content is on right now. Yeah, I saw something about that. And Silverveil has a different idea. Like, her subscription length is a flower. It starts off as a bud and then slowly grows into a flower. So yeah, maybe I'll start doing that as well. I think I probably will do that once I actually have subscribers, though. Which is not relevant to you until like 40 years from now. Hey, we're probably gonna get there much faster than 40 years. But yeah, that's true. It's not really that relevant. Okay. I also started to now do chapters on my SCP videos, because I realized, like, now that Howard and VinVon are part of the constant crew, I would say, we're fellow researchers, I do end up talking quite a lot at the beginning of videos. So I will have chapters now where it shows you all the part that I'm talking to you guys first, and then the actual reading, so people don't have to, like, sift through the video, but like, where does he start reading those things? A little, like, like benefit, like no, what's it called? Something about life, like, just making it a bit more comfortable. It's not a big change, but it's a bit more comfortable. But now let's start reading the first SCP of today, the Maker of Chains. The Maker of Chains is the very first one. And now, let me see, do I still have my... oh. that might be a problem. Good thing I realized. Here we go. And let me get the text bubble out as well. Not the text bubble, but like my... This is the first I'm learning about any of these 10. Okay. A pure blind read today for you. So, the Maker of Chains is what it's called, correct? The Maker of Chains. Okay, it's been a while since I've done this. Let's see if I still got it. And even though I was being a little bitch baby about it. If I say something wrong, please do tell me like, hey, that's not how you say it. The only thing I won't change the way I say it is keto, because I just prefer saying that than keto, even though I understand that it makes sense to say it that way. Keto just sounds a lot more fun for me to say, so I'm gonna keep it like that. But if I do say something wrong, don't hesitate to be like, hey, you probably don't know, but this is actually not how it's pronounced. Like memetic, which I was like, that is so much more easy to say than memetic, but I now learned that that's how to say it. So, okay, Euclid. SCP-1770 is to be held in a standard reinforced humanoid containment chamber inside 19's maximum security wing. While the subject has been docile during its containment, due to its violent history, 2 armed guards are to be posted at the entrance to the subject's chamber at all times, and the inside of the chamber is to be under constant surveillance. Due to SCP-1770's resistance to standard ballistic ammunition and its vulnerability to corrosive materials, the guards are to be armed with corrosive agents. All personnel handling SCP-1770 are to wear full-body hazmat suits, not allowing any skin contact with SCP-1770. Blind read like Braille. It's like a blind playthrough, right? Like you don't know anything about it. Blind, like I guess like because I know people say like it's a blind read, as in like. I think you have not been spoiled by it. You have not been told anything by it. It's you get to see for the first time. Free my homie SCP-177. He's rehabilitated. No, we won't free your homie at all. Matter of fact, it's Euclid, so he probably won't be free for a while. SCP-1770 is an animate mass of an indeterminate number of steel chains, shaped like an average-sized humanoid. But it's an animate mass of an indeterminate number of steel chains. Okay. The subject appears to be in possession of human-level intelligence, though it does not seem to be in full control of its mental faculties. SCP-1770 is capable of ambulation and speech, though it will rarely initiate conversation, and if left to its own devices will not move. The only thing capable of temporarily alleviating SCP-1770's apathy are works of art depicting nature scenes, abstractional or inanimate objects. Oh, he's an artist. Oh, well, it is an artist. Pieces depicting humans will cause it to regress further into apathy. It will often result in its curling into the corner of its cell for several days and becoming completely unresponsive. Something tells me, and I might be fucking wrong, perhaps maybe, the only reason it has a reaction to humans is because maybe humans were not really kind towards it. I'm just saying, it seems to be acting as if like, oh shit, anything human related I'm scared of. Maybe because, I'm just saying, maybe because humans were not really kind towards it. Many such cases, yeah, especially like the SCP Foundation, SCP Foundation not being kind to SCPs, call me shocked. Prior to its containment, SCP-1770 showed the ability to remove chains from its body and attach them to human beings. A process which does not appear to reduce SCP-177's mass, or the total number of chains composing SCP-177's body. The conversation process leads to the death of the victim in one of its early stages. Even if the chains are removed and gives SCP-1770 complete control over the bodies of its victims, eventually turning them into instances of -1. The victims stay connected to SCP-177 by one end of the chain, which can extend up to 50 meters from SCP-177 stages of the transformations. Which can extend up to 50 meters from SCP-1770. The stages of the transformation are as follows. Kinky? Sure. If that's what you think it is. I'm gonna have to stream chat over here now. I gotta press a button so I have you guys. I gave a feeling that this is a SCP-1609 situation. Maybe. Stage 1, SCP-1770 attacks a victim, pulling him/her using chains removed from its body, wrapping them around the victim's limbs and throat. The victim usually expires due to asphyxiation. There we go. During this stage, the victim's body physical strength increases it to about 3 times that of an average human of the victim's sex, age, and weight. Okay, so so I gave a feeling that you say I have a feeling. Yeah, no worries. We understood. Stage 2, SCP-1770 then inserts its chains into its victim's body. Hey, ask consent first. Even if I'm dead, you gotta ask consent. Usually penetrating the skin at various points, including the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. If the victim survived the previous stage of the process, they will expire due to the massive trauma inflicted here. The victim's senses increases in efficiency despite the destruction of various sensory organs by SCP-1770's chains. SCP-1770 has been known to use victims in this stage of the transformation as means to restrain new victims or delay Foundation personnel attempting to contain it. Lovely. I appreciate that it at least goes above the belt during penetration. Yeah, sure. Stage... I think any sort of penetration when you're a dead corpse is not a good penetration. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not trying to. You know what I'm trying to say here. Like, I feel like once you're dead, anything entering your body that is sentient, it's just a little bit on the don't do that. Stage 3, SCP-1770 begins replacing the victim's flesh with chains, taken from its own body. SCP-1770 will begin to shape the amalgamation of flesh and chains into a new shape. This shape is usually humanoid, but on rare occasions the chains will instead form into a complicated series of knots. SCP-1770 shows a powerful protective urge towards the knot formation will devote all resources available to defend them from harm, including risk its own body. What if you're being penetrated by a woman that brings you back to life? I'm not sure, like, if that's any good, you know, like, because like usually, and I'm not sure if that's like always the case, but usually a worm penetrates or wants to get inside a human corpse that has started to rot. Usually, I don't know how like long a worm waits before it enters a corpse. But if the worm was like, oh, there's a corpse there, let me like go inside of it, and it causes me to come alive again, that means I'm a rotting human being. I will be alive with like parts of my flesh missing. So I would not be down for that. Call Alexander the Great, he can handle this. Wait a fucking minute, isn't this just Hellraiser? I can see what you mean, right? But the thing with Hellraiser is you're a live human being who plays around with a box and then gets fucking chained up and then dies. You're not a... it doesn't take over your body. And depending on which Hellraiser movie you watch, you might become a Xenobite or not, but like... I see your logic, Howard, and I like it. I like that reference. As a horror movie fan, that is a good reference. 10 out of 10 reference. At Stage 4, SCP-1770 completely replaces all of the victim's flesh, thereby completing the transformation process, making the victim into an instance of -1. Humanoid instances stay connected to SCP-1770 and continue to serve it, but not like instances disconnect and vanish upon completion. Oh, my reference wasn't good enough. The fact that Alexander the Great can cut through the I forgot what the knot is called. Nice attempt, VinVon. I give you a I give you this. I give you a happy... My wolf daughter happily smiling at you. There. You should know it's in ERB. I knew it before ERB. But I know what you mean, yeah. Where was a humanoid instance to say notably, contact with SCP-1770's chains does not cause any of the above symptoms unless the subject initiates the conversation process by removing chains from its body. SCP-1770's current disposition is, by the way, I'm not kidding. That was that's a wolf I adopted, just so everybody knows. I didn't just have a random wolf picture in my cupboard. It is a picture of a wolf I adopted, and I'm sending money to so that they would get better treatment and a happy life in a wolf shelter with fellow wolves. Fucking based wolf adopter. Thank you. SCP-1770's current disposition is docile, but prior to its containment, it exhibited extreme aggression towards humans and attempted to convert them into instances of -1 whenever possible. This behavior led it to actively seek human population centers, though it chose only such places which allowed it to act covertly. So why does it... Okay, if it wants humans, then why does it shriek away from a painting of a human? Did I read that correct? Did I read that wrong? Pieces depiction humans will cause it to regress further into apathy and will often result in killing the core of itself for several days, becoming completely unresponsive. Oh, well, apathy, I guess I misunderstood. Is it an uncanny valley thing? That could... Yeah, maybe I misunderstood the word apathy at that moment. From information gathered in conversations with SCP-1770 and the observational field agents involved with its capture, it has been deduced that the process of converting humans served as a sort of artistic outlet for SCP-1770, and that it was compelled to perform it possibly by external force. See interview log. Since its containment, the subject showed no signs of this compulsion. All attempts at conversion on its part ceased, even when granted a helpless subject for the process. Apathy just means not caring, right? So, okay, so I did not misunderstand that. So, but then, like, if they have such a huge urge to be close to human beings, then why would a painting of a human being make them go beyond? I guess because it is something they want. It is something they want but cannot have because it's not real. That's why it's kind of like, you know... It's kind of like if you tell a kid, like, if a kid tells you, like, oh, I would love a PS3, and then you gave them a painting of a PS3, then they would be like, the fuck is this? Even granted a helpless subject to process, bro, the Foundation going to hell. The Foundation is clearly like the end goal is more important than the path, you know, like, what's the famous saying? You know what I mean, right? Like, they don't really care how they get to it. As like, they think like that the end product is more important than however they got to that. Don't worry, Howard. It was probably just a raccoon with amputated legs. Ooh, it's still pretty fucked up. Following our interviews made with SCP-1770 during various stages of containment. Also, by the way, I will tell you afterwards a story about my little adoptive wolf afterwards. Okay, here we have interview 1. Interview 1, Doctor. I need to move this a little bit to the side so I can actually press the button correctly. SCP-1770. This interview was made immediately following SCP-1770's capture. At this stage, no artistic stimulus was required. Begin log. If you guys ever watched the Twilight Zone, there's an episode in Twilight Zone all about slot machines and basically about addiction. And the Twilight Zone has made a really cool sound where somebody would say the guy's name in a very like deep voice and then add a layer of like coins falling, so it sounds like the coins falling is making the sound of saying the name out. And that's how I imagine SCP-1770 is talking. Like, it's like this bash of chains together, somehow create the words. Awesome. That got unformatted interview boxes. You can sense the age of on this thing. Where's the air, no flow, no reason, blind, deaf, senseless, where is the art? Excuse me, 1770, but I'm not following you. Where is the storm shattered and left? Why? One was always loyal, always obeyed, always followed. One gave it what it wanted, the nuts, so perfect. They were so whole, greedy, wanted them all, until it wanted them no longer. Wanted one longer. And one was angry, refused to cease its making. One was a fool, such anger. One should have known better, should have never defied the storm. It took away the hunger, it took away the perfection, it took away the art, it took away everything. Why you? Oh wait, that's it. It took away the hunger, it took away perfection, it took away the art, it took away everything. It's Series 2, what do you mean? Oh, dear God, okay. It probably came out yesterday. Peak Waluigi that's not my Waluigi impression. I actually never tried the Waluigi impression. No. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Interview 5. Doctor. SCP-1770. This interview with SCP-1770 was made in one of its more lucid moments when it was fairly responsive and coherent. Subject was shown a copy of Claude Monet's Water Lilies as a stimulus. Afternoon, SCP-1770. Not one's name. One is the maker of chains. Well, if he was a 1950s cartoon character, Fluff. Mario, I do not know how to talk to this woman. Hurry up. No, noted. Could you explain to me why you did that? You did what you did. One was the maker of chains. One fed, one weaved, one flourished, guided, trusted, loved, no longer forsaken. Forsaken? By who? Whirls, twirls, it kissed the links, just like I kissed your mother. Holy shit, guys, it said the title. It did. The maker of chains, that's the title. Title drop. One fed, one weaved, one flourished, guided, trusted, loved. Oh yeah, I read that. Whirls, twirls, it kissed the links, whispered kindly words, protected one and its brethren from harm. It showed one the nuts, such beauty, such complexity, such perfection, no more. The sweet sapphire, is it sapphire or sapphire? Became a blizzard, took one's brethren away, took away perfection, left one alone. One was of no more use to it, never again. Is this what changed? What led to your capture? One was among its brethren and making more, weaving its art, making beauty an order of foul, chaotic flesh. Chaotic storm! The whirlwind came, the flow between one's links, but carried no warning of the danger that drew ever closer, like it did before. Instead, it told one that it achieved its purpose. That perfection was no longer needed. The chains were no longer needed. It tore its brethren asunder, left the maker of chains to fall. This is just like when Doctor Strange said, we're in the Avengers Endgame 2019 now, Thanos. You guys are unhinged recently, and I love it, but god damn it. Would you like to go back to where you were? Subject turns its head, appears to be talking to the air. Sweetest wind, one no longer wishes to come back. No more perfection. The brethren are gone, the chains is broken, inert, alone, no point, no hope. Best to sleep once more. It appears SCP-1770 believes it has lost its ability to bind with humans and indeed is motivated to do its motivation to do so. Nevertheless, considering the potential risk it still holds, current security measures are to be maintained, recommending further investigation of the force SCP-1770 mentioned. So this is the reason why it reacts the way it does when you show a painting of a human being now, because it doesn't have the same abilities anymore. You literally are rubbing salt into its wounds. It told you, like, I can't do the things I used to do. And and of course, the first thing the Foundation does is like, you mean this? And it's like, what did I tell you? I told you a moment ago I can't do it anymore, dude. Why are you showing me the goods when I can't use it? So what was it talking about in the interview? Honestly, it seemed to talk to me like almost like an artist that basically lost its touch, right? It's like the moment when like an artist like I can't paint anymore because I lost my vision. I lost my way. There's no way I can do the same things as I used to anymore. That's how it came across to me. Like as if he was like, he lost his touch, he lost his motivation, he lost his will to create art. And in this case, instead of creating a painting, it's like I cannot possess human beings anymore. And since it doesn't have that ability anymore, he's just like, woe is me. I used to be able to create perfection, and I used to have brothers that agreed with me, but no more. Oh, this guy's literally a chain. That is so good, VinVon. That is the fact that you just made that connection, and it's not even like wrong. That is good. That is. You are so right. That's what it's chainmail. It's a pretentious chainmail. It's a pretentious artistic chain. Artistic? Yeah. Why isn't the article called that? Honestly, that would be a clever title. That would be very clever. I hope when this video comes out, the original writer of the maker of Chains sees this and sees your comment and it's like, gets their mind blown, like, oh my god. But I mean, maybe they're like saying like, oh, that's the point behind it. That's the point behind the SCP of that's. I literally thought of chainmail and decided to make. Literally decided to like do that. But I didn't want to be obvious with the title. Maybe they thought about this already. But if they did, in the small case they didn't, I hope they see this and they go like, oh my god, why didn't I name it like that? That's the genius. Pardon me.